It's the total solar eclipse in parts of Maine on Monday. You're in for a long wait to see the next one. It won't happen for another 54 years.
Which means if you want a photographic record of this eclipse, you better be fully prepared. What can anyone, particularly the amateurs among us, do to take better photos of the eclipse on Monday? For some advice, we turned to Dave Dosty, a professional photographer from Augusta, who's approaching the job of shooting the eclipse by acknowledging there's a lot he doesn't know.
I've never photographed a total solar eclipse before, so part of the process is learning how to do it, and so it's been some practice.
Shooting the sun at 3:30 in the afternoon in early April is not something that you would ever do. Maybe sunrises and sunsets would be about it, but you're not shooting the sun in the middle of the day.
Never, so this is a very unique situation.
In the past month, Dave Dosty has done what he can to prepare for April 8th. He went out a few times during the day and practiced shooting the sun through a solar filter so he'd have a good idea of what settings to use during the eclipse.
It's something I've never really focused on prior, except for the few occasions I've done partial solar eclipses. So it's new territory for me.
What did you learn when you were shooting the partial eclipses?
I learned that I needed the correct gear. I shot those eclipses using kind of makeshift contraptions that I would attach to my camera and just tried to get by. I got some actually decent photos, but I want a good, crisp, clean photo, and so I'm doing it right this time.
Are you a little bit out of your comfort zone because this is so different from the kinds of work you customarily do?
I'm totally out of my comfort zone. I think the biggest unknown for me is that I'm going to have about 3 minutes or 3 minutes and 30 seconds-ish to dial everything in.
I wanted to ask you about just some tips for the average person who's maybe just shooting it with a phone or something. Do you have any suggestions for people about what they can do to try to get a bit better images?
You want to protect your phone as well. A phone, just like a camera, has a sensor in it. And so, not to get technical, but you want to have something over that camera or over that phone protecting your phone because you can damage the sensor. So, maybe even taking an extra set of glasses and actually putting one of the lenses from the glasses over the actual lens of the phone will actually protect it as well.
Another piece of advice, when shooting the eclipse with a phone, be prepared for how small the sun will look.
Is this the kind of a shoot where an amateur simply isn't going to be able to get anything really close to the same result that a professional will?
I wouldn't say that because everybody's going to capture this in a different way. If you look around you, I can envision that there are going to be people wearing these glasses. Everybody in a large crowd's going to be looking up at the sun. Those make for great photos too.
Obviously, nobody knows what the weather's going to be like. But what kind of photos do you think you might be able to get if we have, say, sort of a milky sunshine that day?
Yeah, I've got some samples of some photos that I shot back at the end of 2023 where there were clouds in the sky. If you're in the path of totality, it's still going to get dark. You're still going to feel what it's like to have that moon creating that shadow. So the experience is still going to be there, even if it's cloudy.
You emphasize that people shouldn't get so caught up in trying to capture an image that they miss out on the experience, on the magic of the day. Why is that so important to you?
Typically, I always want the human element in my photos. And so even though I'm going to capture the eclipse itself, hopefully, nice close-up photos, I'm also going to be capturing the people.
You have no interest in being alone by yourself on a hilltop or out in a field with nobody else around?
I don't. I want to experience with others and kind of share that experience and hopefully capture something that I can bring back, and that's going to allow me to reflect back on the moment.
I'm sure there are some people who are looking for solitude during the eclipse and they want to see it without others around, but I haven't really heard of them.
No, I feel like anytime that we've talked to people, they're very excited to be together with others experiencing this. So yeah,
It's a communal event. All right, so Dave is ready for whatever the weather throws at him on Monday. He plans to go to Holton if the weather is good, but he's ready to go anywhere from Holton to Rangeley to upstate New Hampshire, northern New Hampshire, to upstate New York. Wherever he gets the clearest weather, he's ready to go.
He's dedicated.
So yeah, this is the kind of preparation that he brings to it. Again,
Yeah.
he emphasizes protect your eyes. That's the most important thing. Do not look at the eclipse with your naked eyes. Protect your camera or your phone. And most of all, just enjoy the experience.
Take it all in.
And we're going to have Dave with us here on 207 on Tuesday, the day after the eclipse, to see some of his best photos from the day and to hear about his experiences. So that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that.
I can't wait to see him. Should be great.